Hello, my crafty friends. DJ here from Hither and Yon Studio, and today I'm doing a final flip through of the Yew Fairy journal. This was the January series of the Flower Fairy journeys through this these journals. And the background on this is that I have a Flower Fairy frise, I think that's how you say it, that has the 12 months of Flower Fairies. I've had it in my possession for probably 15 to 20 years, and I just held on to it. I never used it. I never really knew what I was going to do with it. And then this year I decided I'm going to turn each of the 12 months into 12 journals. So starting with January, which was the Yew Fairy, I have completed this one and I'm putting it for sale in my Etsy shop. So if you're seeing this, there will be a link somewhere, or you're on the Etsy listing and you can go ahead and purchase it there. The cover is a very simple cover because I really wanted to highlight the artwork of Cicely Mary Barker, who is the original creator of the Flower Fairies. Now she's long passed, but her fairies live on and I love them so much, as do many people. They are a favorite of anybody who enjoys fairies, beautiful art, and nature. So this, I wanted to make sure I highlighted here. I put it on a piece of corrugated with some simple fabric behind it to kind of pull out some of those yew berries and the color of the fairy. I have some simple doilies here and a piece of lace behind it, button in the middle, and then the Yew Fairy title here. There was a January strip with this, which is inside the journal. You can use it. You can put it on the front if you want. You can use it within the journal, or you can attach it somewhere in the very beginning. That's completely up to you. I'll leave that in there for you to work with. It has a very simple lace closure and an exposed spine with 2 signatures and just a very simple back. It's a semi-hard cover. It was made with chipboard, and this whole process is on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. All right, let's open it up. And in the very front cover here, I have a recycled envelope that I've turned into a pocket, and inside that pocket I have this beautiful card, which is actually a folder. It has a pine cone on the front and some beautiful script, and plain on the back. It's held together with washi, and inside there's room for journaling space here, also here, some die cuts and a beautiful moth here. And that just tucks inside here, where I just have another die cut, and it says field notes here on a little piece of lace. And then this opens up, it flips open. And inside here, I have a dedication to the illustrator. So there's a little information on Cicely Mary Barker. Born June 28th, 1895, passed February 16th, 1973. And there's some information there. So on the back, there is some journaling space and a little fairy stamp. And you can leave that in there, or you can take it out. That's up to you. There's a pocket here so that you can add whatever you'd like. There is another fairy here with a piece of that same fabric I used on the cover. And then this just closes with a hook and eye. Over here, I have a hidden pocket. So we have a mushroom theme, and then inside is a tag, or a card rather, a journaling card with a little chipmunk on there and a lot of journaling space. I tried to make a lot of journaling space here in general so that you could have a lot of room to write amongst all the decorations. And when you put this back in, it kind of hides itself there. So I kind of like the way that turned out. This is just blank here, obviously. And then I have a little quote here: turn your face to the sun and the shadows follow behind you. with a fairy and a little baby riding on her back. There is a journaling card in here. It's from a book called Silver Pennies, and it's got a little elf and the dormouse piece on here, and the back is blank for journaling or writing down quotes. This would make a good commonplace book too. This side I have another pocket, and there's a tag here that has another butterfly or moth, and it says Stardust, and on the back there's some writing space and it says Magical Times. And this book page is sewn and distressed. And there is another card in the back here. It says, "It seems to me that we all looked at nature too much and live with her too little." And there is some book page on the back from an Servants of Twilight, which is a Dean Koontz book, but you could cover over that if you wanted to. Some sewn pages. This is a piece of tracing paper that's been avocado dyed. So I brought some of that reddish pinkish tint from the Yew Berries in throughout the book, throughout the journal. There is a lot of lace and sewing on the side. You can see that all here. There are some dangles, and as I get to them, I'll go through them with you. This is a slight tuck. You could glue this side down and tuck stuff, or you could just use this as journaling space. And there is a hardback in here. So even though, you know, some of these are a little difficult to write in, but the hardback will allow you to kind of put this down. You could also use some of these spaces to put your own memorabilia or photographs or recipes, whatever it is that you collect. Here we have another quote: "Look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better." So true. That is from Albert Einstein. This is a little flip out here. It's connected with this little dragonfly circle, and then it just flips out, and inside here there is some more space to write or to tuck some little pictures. This would be a great, you know, those quick printers, the ones that are like a square, you could probably print for that size, and that would fit perfectly. There's a little fairy on there. Just some decorated pages that are sewn. There is a little dangle here. It is just a piece of book page with a glossy kind of leaf embellishment there. And on the other side is a little musical note. And that's attached to this lace. So you could remove it if you don't like it. On this side, there is a wax seal and a branch of the yew tree. And this opens up, so there is hook and eye here, and this opens up, and then there is a pull out here where you can do some additional writing if you wanted to. So that flips down for that, and then that tucks back in there, and then this comes back down. Another pocket here with a tag with a little birdie stamp on it, which has become one of my favorite stamps. The back is blank, but I love these red. Another little fairy girl there with her little leaf hat on. Some more lace, whoops. And these are kind of, I don't know if it's easy to see, but they kind of have a lacy pattern in the tea dyeing. So there's coffee and tea dyed paper in this one. A lot of sewing. This is a piece of vellum that's been printed on. So you could put some photographs here and then you would see them through the vellum. Just more avocado dyed paper. Coffee dyed paper, a little tuck here that says Nature's Beauty. Keep them in frame. There we go. And inside we have a tag that says Hope. And then this is another piece of avocado dyed paper that is shaped like an envelope, but it's just a full single sheet. So you have some note-taking room or journaling room there. And that just tucks in here, or wherever it is you would like to put it. There's another piece of lace, a little fairy girl or boy on this very distressed card, a cigarette card, It's not a real piece of vintage. It's a replica of a piece of ephemera of a cigarette card, but it's got a yew bush on it, and so, or a yew tree, I think. What is this one? Yeah, it has a yew and then another pine tree on it. Another piece of that cover material here is a tab. This little envelope type piece here. I'll pull it off for you. This is out of that book, the one that was on the back of that other tag. I think it's the Silver Pennies or something. And then this is a little envelope with vellum, and that can just attach here with a little Timmy Holtz paper clip. Some more avocado dyed paper. There I go, calling them Timmy Holtz again like I know them. Here, and then this piece of book page, also avocado dyed, some more coffee dyed, another printed vellum with some fairies and a butterfly. So there is, as you can see, a lot of journaling space in here, which I love. Little fox, follow your dreams, and then a journaling card here. And this is very hard as well, so you can put that under spaces to write as well. Tucked in here, I have a little journaling card, tag. These are all blank for writing. Okay, we have another pocket here with this beautiful little tag, Brave Soul, with that lovely little fairy girl there. It's blank on the back, and that tucks in here. And then this opens up, and there is another journaling card in here with another fairy girl on it. And you could, you know, tuck whatever you want in there. You could secret notes or whatever. More paper. Oh, here's that January piece. So we will put that. We'll just kind of tuck it in here for now. But I'll highlight it when I send this out so you know where it is. There's a little bunny rabbit there, stamped. And then some more lace, and that is the end of signature 1. So let's see, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's a lot of pages in here, probably well over 30. So I'll count them, and it'll be in the description if you want a full count. Let's see, what are you doing here? Oh, there you go. Okay, so that is the end of signature 1. And then we move on to signature 2, where we have this lovely picture of fairies. And this is some sari silk that has been stitched into a ruffle. Some more blank pages. This one's been stenciled, avocado paper, more of that lacy kind of coffee dyed, tea dyed. A little, I don't know, another fairy. I guess those are, they look like cherry blossoms. And this is a pocket, but it's kind of in a weird place. And I thought that it would be a great way to hide away maybe a little secret note. It's kind of hard to get at. This is blank for writing. Here we have another double pocket with a tag. Has some thistle on it. It says graceful, and then there is a little mini album in here. Well, it says album on the front. You could use it for journaling space. But I put in some photos of old illustrations with a yew tree in it, there and here. So they kind of went together. And I put them in with some photo corners, and I thought it would be fun if you wanted to add some photos there. You could do that, or you could just journal in here, and that tucks in there. These are just blank. I thought it would be a good space to highlight some photographs you might have. This is a little envelope with a little fairy girl on it, and it says sing. And this opens up, and inside is a bunch of ephemera, you know, faux ephemera, that you could use inside the journal or wherever, you know, wherever you seek to put beautiful things. That tucks up there. I have a little corner piece here. This says some quotes: live simply, dance, dream, love, and joyful. And then inside there's some more cards for you to journal on. It's a beautiful one, isn't that? Look at that. I love those colors. And this one's got little bunny rabbits. There's some more journaling cards in this little tuck here. So we got a little primrose fairy and an owl watching over the journal. It says, men argue, nature acts, Voltaire. And then a little Y dangle here for the Yew Fairy. A beautiful deer stamp. This is a pocket that is also serving as an envelope made from book page. It holds 2 tags that you can write on the back. This flips up. It's not attached. The wax seal is holding it down just so it stays, you know, down. And inside is one of these pieces of the paper that was used in the journal. So you could write on the inside of there if you'd like. And this is a Thoreau quote: nature is full of genius, full of the divinity, so that not a snowflake escapes its fashioning hand. This is the hardback I was telling you about. So this unclips, and you could move this throughout the journal. It's very hard. You can use it to write on, and you can also write on the back of this. So this would be good if you have, you know, a page, like even this page, and you kind of, you know, work on it. You could put this behind it, and it kind of gives it a sturdy background. So you can take this and use it throughout the journal. It's got that beautiful little fairy on it. This is just a tuck, so I'll keep this out. You could put whatever you like there. Use some of the other ephemera that has been included. This is not attached, it's blank. I figured you could turn this into a tuck if you want, or you may want to glue something in there. I could leave that up to you entirely. Lots of journaling space. We have another tuck. This is a double tuck. So in here there are 3 journaling cards. This one's got a little glittery kind of ribbon around it. And this one is dancing with the bunnies again. And just a pretty little moth or butterfly. If somebody knows how to identify those, let me know. The difference between, I mean, I can look it up, but if you know, put it in the comments for me. January to, you know, commemorate the journal. And then this is a double tuck, and this is another journaling card in here. It's got an image of a coffee plant, and then just the back is blank with avocado dyed paper, and there is a little dangle on here that says focus on the good, and that tucks in there. And these go here. Here we have another piece of that black paper you could use in a variety of ways, you know. If you don't like this in here, you could very easily tear this out and get it out on both sides. This is an envelope that came in one of the kits I was using when I was making this. And inside is just some blank avocado dyed paper. And then there is, I believe this is a moth on the front. This label is part of the printable, so it is not removable, but the moth is not glued, I believe. It's kind of a sticker that I stuck on there, so you might be able to get that off if you wanted to use it. This fell off of here, so these were tucked under here. That is just a little tree and a butterfly that you could use throughout the journal. There is a shaker here. I have a video on how to make these on my YouTube, so if you wanted to learn how to make that, you can check this out. It says Magical Times, and it is a hidden paper clip, so when you attach it to the page, it has this little bit of fabric from the cover, and then on the other side you don't see the paper clip. So you could tuck another card under here, or some photographs or memorabilia. We have another tuck here that's got a little bling that I thought went well with all the avocado pinkish kind of highlights in here, and it's got a little fairy parade going on. And then there's a quote here, choose only one master, nature, Rembrandt. More of that butterfly that was shown earlier. There's a little fox here on this page, a little envelope here attached with a paper clip, and it says pretty things, and inside there is some more, there are some more elements you could use throughout the journal. Put that back here. Maybe. All right, we'll put that back later. This is another tuck, so you could use some of those elements to tuck in there. Some more stenciling. This is also a tuck, but it goes up like that. And then there's a bunch of little pieces here in this pocket, one of those stepping pockets. So all of these are blank on the back, just blank for you to write on. And then this is the back of the journal. There is a little floating butterfly here that kind of holds everything in. And then there's a couple of components. There is a journaling card with a little fairy on the back, and it says adopt the pace of nature. This is another journaling card that's mostly blank on one side. This is like a belly band, so you could tuck something under there if you wanted. And then this flips up and there is some more journaling space under here. And then this just kind of tucks under here to close. This is another one of those cigarette cards that has a yew tree on it, and it's blank on the back. And then this is a notepad, a scrap pad. So it is removable, so you could use this for something else if you wanted to. I have it attached with this paper clip, but my thought here was that you could just tear off pieces of this and put them throughout the journal and use them to write down little anecdotes or quotes or whatever it is that you like on it, and then use it throughout the journal. So, and then reuse the outer piece in something else that you might be doing. This is an envelope, and it is randomly stitched, which I love. It's just kind of chaotic in a fun way. And inside we have this page out of a fairy book, and it talks about the woodland fairies, which I thought would be nice for the Yew journal. So there's some information there that you can look through when you get the journal. Hold it back the way that it was. And that just tucks in here. And last, I have this mock CD case. So I made this from a couple of pieces of paper. And then you can see through both sides. It's decorated with a butterfly and just some random numbers. And then this is paper clipped in place. When you open this, there's a little packet in here with some actual yew seeds. So you can take the yew seeds and you can plant them if you'd like. Or you can just keep them in the journal or pass them along. It's up to you. And then there is another journaling card with another yew bush representation, another copy of that Yew Fairy. This is a piece of music that is a replica of a piece of music that has the yew bush or the yew tree in it. And then this little birdie that I thought just kind of went with the berries. So those are all tucked in here. Like so. We'll put you this way. And then the yew seeds here. And I like that number 86 is kind of hanging out there. Kind of almost looks like a specimen slide. And those all tuck in here neatly, nicely. And this little butterfly is keeping them from falling out. So you can put a bunch of other stuff under there if you wanted to, and it'll hold it in place. And that is the Yew Fairy journal, and this will be available when you're watching this video. So if you're interested, go check it out. And thank you for spending some time with me. It was a labor of love and it took a lot longer than expected, but I think it came out beautiful and I'm very happy with it. It is a little chunky, but there is a lot of writing space as you saw, so you can still add some pictures, some flat items in here, I think, and still have plenty of room to write. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.